Had some technical difficulties. My computer decided to reboot right at the time I'm supposed to be on. So you know how that goes, but it ain't gonna stop no show. We are here, we are live and in effect. And I am your host, Javon Wooden. I am a professional speaker, author, U.S. Army vet, and the founder of Live Not Loathe. We also have some very exciting news today. So stay tuned until the end. Keep it locked right here. Today, we are talking about 5 steps to crafting effective messaging for your brand. So, since we are about 5 minutes behind, we're going to get right into it and I'm going to hop right in. All right. So, number one is identifying your target audience. You cannot create a brand if you don't know who you're talking to. I've said this before and I'm going to say it a million times later. You cannot create a brand that is effective if you do not know who you are talking to or who the brand is resonating with. Brands are supposed to speak to your target audience. They're supposed to be how you communicate with your target audience. All right. So you have to identify that, do your research, find out what their pain points are, find out where they're chilling at, what networks they use, what magazines they read or publications they read, what websites do they visit, what time are they online. You need to find out all of that. So make sure you know who your target audience is, or else you're going to have really hard time making revenue, and then ultimately your business will fail. Just going to keep it real with you. Number two is think about your value proposition. What do you bring that makes people want to buy from you? What is your unique selling proposition? One is your authenticity, being who you are, speaking how you speak, communicating how you communicate, telling your story. Everyone has a story, and that should tie into your brand story. Why did you find the initiative? Why did you found the company? What is your why? What was your story that made you care about this situation? What problems are you looking to solve? What the solutions are? Remember, benefits, not features, when you're talking about this stuff. What does the transformation look like when someone works with you, not what you offer? So, for instance, I offer business consulting, right? Business consulting is great, but it doesn't tell you what I do. So, what's the solution, right? More revenue with less effort. That's what I'm always saying, right? You generate more money without working so freaking hard, right? So, my goal is to make an entrepreneur, business leader have to work about 30 hours or less per week versus the 50, 60 hours you typically work. And my goal is to also make you get a living wage, where you can build some wealth, where you can have a savings, where finances is not your problem. Financial freedom is the key. Number three, craft a message that resonates with your audience. Don't talk for your own good, talk for their good. Let them know that you're there for them, not there for yourself. Don't use vanity. Don't talk about how much money you're making and all that other stuff if it really has nothing to do to show that you're beneficial to the brand. All right. Make sure your message is solving their problems, solving their pain points, and speaking to the solutions they're looking for. Don't create products or services just because you thought it was a good idea. Perform your research, do surveys, get engagement from your target audience, and make sure that they feel heard, seen, and cared for. Number four, create a draft and make adjustments. It's not about getting it right the first time. Chances are you won't. Understand that entrepreneurship and business is just it's an iterative process. You're not going to get it right the first try typically. Now you may hit a couple sales when you first open, but that is not enough to test that everything is viable. That your minimal viable product is working. So make sure you set a revenue goal that states, "Hey, I'm doing well. This is working. People want this." Make sure you're creating the infrastructure that supports it so you can bring in people and support them the way you want. Make sure your message is really, really, really using the top pain points, not just something that's down on the bottom of the list. And understand that things change, right? This economy is different from economy 2 years ago, especially if you're a digital entrepreneur. People aren't buying like they were because they're holding on to what they have. Some people are getting laid off. Some people are shifting focus. They're not investing in what you're selling. So you got to make sure your messaging makes it feel like they need you. They need what you have. And they probably do. So realize that you're not selling anything; you're providing a transformation. Right? They sell themselves on it if it's good enough. The fifth one is test out your message on real people. Like, don't create it in a vacuum and think it's going to work. That's just not how it is. So make sure you're testing your message constantly. Get some people, get what we call a focus group. Maybe 5 to 10 people. Test the message out, see if it falls on them. If they have to be your target audience though. Right? See how they resonate with it. Get feedback if you have an email list. Send it out. Hey, we have a contest going. I use Typeform. You can use Jotform, Google Form, whatever. Just provide a couple things like which one is best. Do a contest, maybe run a giveaway for the best answer. Doesn't have to be anything complex. It's not about the price point of the giveaway. It's about the effect and people feeling heard and valued. All right. So make sure you test it out. Don't create it in a vacuum and provide value. So if this helped you or you need help crafting your messaging, I am here. And guess what? The membership for the Design Your Life and Business Club is open today. So if you are interested, go ahead and shoot me a message, or you can comment below this video. You can just comment design and I'll shoot you the link to sign up. We have 2 membership options. One is the gold membership option. It's a great deal, but then we have the platinum. You'll find out all that information once you hit me up. Comment design under here. I am super excited about this opportunity because we are helping you design your life or business you don't need a vacation from, and it is tons of value. Trust me. We go live every week, 2 times a week. We do networking events. We have Q&As. We're doing a ton of different stuff. Okay, so go ahead, comment design if you want to join the Design Your Life and Business Club, and I got you. Keep it locked. Tomorrow, same time, same place, different message. Tomorrow, you don't want to miss it. All right. We're talking about being consistent, just like I'm working to do here. So make sure you tune in, share this with your network. I'm your host, Javon Wooden, and I'll see you.